Good morning and welcome back to Pavitrata series on purity. Today, episode 8. We have finished 1 week of discussions on purity. Let us start once again with a few words of inspiration from Raja Yoga teachings. We started yesterday a discussion on cleanliness, and we saw the image of a holy swan. God, the Supreme Father, is seeing the souls that are doing this spiritual effort, this sadhana, spiritual endeavor, as holy swans. And from the teachings of 6th of January 1990, we started this discussion on cleanliness. Cleanliness means purity in thoughts, words, actions, and relationships in everything. You, holy swans, are ones with white clothing and a clean heart. That is, you are embodiments of cleanliness. Constantly to be without a flaw in body, mind, and heart means to have cleanliness. No matter how clean and pure some may be in their body, which is external, if they are not clean and pure in the mind, it is said, first of all, keep the mind clean. The Lord, God, is pleased with those who have a clean mind and a clean heart, and together with that fulfills all the desires of those with a clean heart. The speciality of a swan is that it is clean. This is why you, Brahmin souls who are making this spiritual effort, are called holy swans. Check and see, is there cleanliness in all the 4 aspects of mind, body, heart, and relationships? In me, the soul, who I am a holy swan. Complete cleanliness and purity are everyone's aim at this age. So complete purity, complete cleanliness. And we have discussed yesterday about the cleanliness of the body. And today we will discuss about cleanliness of the mind. And further down in the same teachings of 1990, there is no cleanliness in body consciousness when we identify ourselves with a body, when we believe we are this body, this role, this gender, this age and nationality. In body consciousness, there is no cleanliness. However, you consider the body to be the temple of the soul, and therefore you have to keep it clean. You have given your mind, body, and wealth, everything to the Father, have you not? It is not yours any longer, is it? Would you say it is mine or it is yours? So the foundation of this cleanliness is understanding that the body, mind, sanskars, personality, everything has been offered to God. So it's not ours. I cannot use it in an impure way. By becoming trustees, you automatically become free from attachments and bring about cleanliness and purity in yourself. Not cleanliness with attachments, but to keep the body clean and pure with a consciousness that God has given it to you for service. Cleanliness is also a sign of spirituality. In the same way, also maintain the percentage of cleanliness, that is, purity in your mind. There is no spirituality without cleanliness. And what percentage of cleanliness, of purity is in my mind? Is there any type of impure thought in your mind during the day? Then it cannot be called complete cleanliness. So our aim, complete cleanliness, is not even one impure thought in the mind. God's direction for the mind is focus your mind on me, on God. Use it for world service. So always have the awareness of the mantra of belonging to God. This is known as cleanliness and purity of the mind. If the mind wanders towards anyone else, then that wandering means there is no cleanliness. Check with the method and see to what percentage you have imbibed cleanliness. You know the details of this, do you not? So cleanliness of the mind means no wandering of the mind, focusing our mind and intellect and personality. Everything that is within our inner life starts with our personality. Who we are, this is what we're going to think of. We cannot be in a certain way and think of something else. We are actually thinking of what we are. And what we are means our interests, our habits, our preferences, our tendencies, our personality traits. This is what is going to shape our mind. The more there is contentment within, the more there is peace and love and joy expressed through our personality, the happier the mind will be, the easier it will be for the mind to focus on God. So a mind that is a pure mind is a mind that has a certain timetable, a mind that is busy only with God. A mind that is busy with a higher aim in life. Why our mind cannot be stable on the knowledge of the self, why the mind cannot experience highest peace, love, and happiness. And again, from the same teaching, it is because you do not set a program for your mind and intellect. From early morning throughout the day, the whole day's timetable has to be set. If that whole day's timetable is not set, then you get upset. So, for instance, you make a program for your physical task, And in the same way, you have to set a program for a powerful stage of your mind. There is a beautiful quote from Mahatma Gandhi. A man is but a product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. Mahatma Gandhi. I will not let anyone walk through my mind with their dirty feet. Mahatma Gandhi. Nobody can hurt me without my permission. Again, Mahatma Gandhi. So all these lines of conviction that my mind is in my power. No one can hurt us without our permission. No one can walk in our mind with dirty shoes, with impure or negative thoughts, unless we allow them to do that. No one can put thoughts in our mind unless we are attached to that people or to that ideas or to that context. And this is how thoughts, negative thoughts or impure thoughts, are entering our mind. Whatever we think, this is what we become. And whatever we think, it's a reflection of who we are. So this simple method that we are given, this simple method of setting a timetable for our day, and we all have that timetable for our physical activities. We wake up early in the morning, we have our meditation, we take a bath, we clean the body, then we clean the room, we have breakfast, we have teachings, we have a study, whatever is throughout the day, it is very clear in our timetable. And important people know that. When you look at the time schedule of important people, so VIPs and important people, whoever they are, presidents or CEO or scientists or queen and king, they all have a very, very clear timetable. When you look at the life of the artists, some of them are allocating. Balzac, the writer, was allocating 80% of his time to writing, and others are allocating a lot of time to discussing matters with others. Because when they discuss, when they have a collective gathering and they can share their ideas, they are getting more ideas. And one example is the example of Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin was declared the first American. He lived in the 18th century in America, and he had a comprehensive view on everything. He was a writer, he was a scientist, he was an inventor, and most of all, he was a political man involved in the creation of the United States of America. They have so much regard for that soul, Benjamin Franklin. He was the father of the United States as we know it right now. He was the first American. He was the one who fought with very high elevated instruments and methods for the unity of the United States, for the first unity of that colonies, what they were by that time. So what was in his mind? He was someone who would wake up very early. He was starting the day at 5 a.m., Benjamin Franklin. And he has his schedule of the day. But most important, he was starting his day with one question at 5 a.m. in the morning. His question was, what good shall I do this day? That was the question of the day. That is how you set up the mind. What good shall I do this day? What good deeds of the mind, words, and actions? He was having the first 3 hours, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. for this kind of study. And in his words, rise, wash, and address powerful goodness. Rise, wash, and address powerful goodness. That's the way to start the day. Benjamin Franklin, the first American, and creates his day's business, takes a resolution of the day and create study. So it is at the morning time, at this time, 5 a.m., 4 a.m., 6 a.m., whenever we can wake up, that we create a resolution for the whole day. We create a program, not only for the physical activities, but for the mind. And then throughout the day, we have these milestones. In Raja Yoga, we have every hour 1 minute of meditation. And 8 a.m., we have a little bit more of meditation. 10 a.m., some meditation. Lunchtime, 12 noon meditation. 2 p.m., 4 p.m., 7 p.m. Spend that 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It is not spending, it is investing, it is accumulating, it is creating a timetable for the cleanliness of the mind. The more clear the timetable is throughout the whole day, and we set that firm, paka means strong, make it paka, make it strong in the early hours of the morning. That throughout the day, I will keep this timetable for the mind. I will keep this aim that every 2 hours, every 3 hours, there will be 5-10 minutes for meditation. Meditation means cleaning whatever impressions have accumulated in the last 1 or 2 hours, cleaning that impressions and re-energizing the mind with fresh, pure thoughts connected to God. So from the timetable of Benjamin Franklin, the first American, the one who fosters unity of the colonies of United States, what was in his timetable? First thought, what good can I do today? And at the end of the day, the last thought, evening question, what good have I done today? So 2 milestones. Early in the morning, we set up the timetable for the mind. Late in the evening, we check, what good have I done today? Whatever time we go to sleep, early to bed, early to rise. Early to sleep, early to rise. We go to rest before 10 a.m. Ideally, we can go 9:30 p.m., so before 10 p.m. And at that time, we check what was in my timetable of the mind. Yes, timetable of the body, whatever happened with the physical activities, but what happened with my mind today? What was in my attention today? What good have I done? That is what I can actually give. It's a chart. Those people, including Benjamin Franklin, he was having a program of 13 weeks of self-observation, self-improvement, and he was keeping a chart. He was keeping a very strict observation of how he is doing in these 13 weeks. We are doing that as a spiritual practice every day. We keep a chart of the mind. Write down throughout the day, what was the stage of my mind? Every now and then, every hour, every 2 hours, every 4 hours, stop, reflect, ponder, see what was in my mind. And at the end of the day, we can present that chart to God, to the Almighty, because our whole day is aimed at having that pure relationship. Remember, cleanliness, holy swan, the soul is that holy swan. That holy swan, the aim of that cleanliness, complete cleanliness of the body, mind, heart, and relationships. That complete viceless, complete cleanliness, complete purity is aimed at having that awareness of who we are, awareness of the soul, awareness of God. So in the evening, we give that report as if to God. We are presenting our chart. Look what happened throughout the day. There was this uncleanliness, there was this impurities, there was this forgetfulness. And then God is helping. We know that when we make one step of courage towards God, God makes 1,000 steps towards the soul. He is helping the soul. He is uplifting the soul. One aspect of our effort is waking up very early in the morning. Right now it is very early in the morning and we are fresh. We are full of energy and enthusiasm and spirit. Why is that? There is apparently an ability of human souls to sleep very little. People believe that they have to sleep 8 hours a day. Actually, science has demonstrated in the last 10 years that is false. Those who sleep more than 7 hours, they have problems with their health. There is an association. Cambridge University did a study that showed an association between sleeping 8 hours and heart problems, because the heart apparently needs to wake up after 4, 5, 6 hours, have some activity, and then later on during the day we can have more rest. So all these people who are achieving so much in their life with very good health, they don't sleep more than 6 hours. And some are called short sleepers. They sleep 4 hours. These people who are short sleepers, they sleep 4 hours. They have a few characteristics. And of course, science studied them. They wanted to know how they can achieve so much. They live until they are 80s, 90s. They don't have health issues and they sleep 4 hours in the night. And their abilities, they seem to enjoy life tremendously. They tend to be more optimistic than others. They tend to wake up early, even in vacation or weekends. They don't change. We don't change our program. We wake up the same time every day. It doesn't matter whether it is vacation, holiday, weekend, wherever we are, we wake up at the same time. They tend to have other people who are similar to them around them. That is a very good company to keep the company of those who are short sleepers. If you keep the company of those who wake up very early in the morning and meditate, it is a very good company for you. It will help you to have that mind focused on your aim, on your effort. They tend to be physically active. No, there is no conflict between sleeping less than 6 hours and having a lot of activities throughout the day. I can do a lot of activities in the kitchen, in the garden, walk and be awake all day with a very short rest in the afternoon. All of that is possible. All of that is very enjoyable. Those people who are short sleepers, 4 hours sleep, if they sleep longer, they feel restless, they don't feel good. They avoid completely coffee. We don't really need all that coffee and black tea and other drinks to keep us awake. We are awake because the mind has become more pure. It is only one thing that is making you tired. And that one thing that makes you tired is a restless, peaceless, sorrowful mind. Why the mind is full of sorrow, peacelessness, and restlessness? Because of these vices. So our cleanliness of the body and of the mind is without attachment. There is only one thing that makes us sorrowful, restless, and tired, and that is vice. The 5 villains that have corrupted the mind of the men and women, the 5 fifth that have completely spoiled the life of humankind are sex, lust, anger, greed, attachment, and ego. These are our enemies. Enemy is not another human being. Enemy is not another nation or people or community. There is no such thing in spirituality. All souls are brothers, but all souls right now have one problem, and that is this kingdom of the vices, of the negativity, of the old nature, we can call it. This old nature that is ruled by the 5 villains, the 5 thieves. And there is a short story, a story from Bharat, when someone from this school went to a big president of a company to tie a bracelet of purity, a Rakhi, as we call it. And she did that. She didn't ask for anything. She didn't ask even for a change in behavior of that person. But that president, he really insisted. He said, I really want to give you something. You came all the way to tie this bracelet to me. The purity means protection of God. So we are tying that bracelet of purity for protection of God. God is guaranteeing to protect the soul that is following the path of purity. So that president said, I really want to give you something. What can I give you? Money. You name it. She said, I don't want anything. I can give you a gift. No, I don't want anything. I can give you some food or give a gift for your center. No, she said, I don't want anything. You must accept something from me, he said. And then she said, okay, I will accept from you 5 old rusted coins. He said, okay, I can give you some coins, but I don't have 5 old rusted useless coins. She said, yes, you have. Give me the 5 old rusted useless coins, which are lust, anger, greed, attachment, and ego. That's all I want from you. You don't need this old money anymore. They were useful. You thought they were useful at some point in your past. These old, rusted, useless coins. Give them to me. So God is giving this deal now to all human souls, to you. Become pure. Understand that you are a soul. Renounce all that vices. Renounce that villains, that thief. Understand that they are not doing you any good. And how you do that? Just start by having a timetable for your mind throughout the day. And make that timetable comfortable, enjoyable. It doesn't have to be a big label. Make it with fun, with joy, with songs, with music, with meditation, with friends, with light, with sun, with nature, with nice, pure, sattvic food. Make it enjoyable, but start today. Let us hear one beautiful poem as we finish with this. You spoke one word and I was awakened. My heart has arisen from the deeper sleep. I know who I am now, a soul in a body. From this house of matter, I know how to fly. In one single moment, you made me a yogi. You took me up to the highest home. I am the soul, this body is matter. I am eternal, this body will burn. By giving me knowledge, you sat me on a high throne. You showered me the way to purity. You sat me on a high throne. You showed me the path that is pure. You awakened me from the deepest sleep. Thank you for listening.